So good afternoon, everyone. I'm joined by Roland Martin, owner of Blue Ribbon Hair. Yes. I'm really excited for this interview.
Me too.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
Definitely. Thanks for inviting me.
No problem. I think for me, I just really want us to capture sort of like your journey, like Blue Ribbon Hair's journey, and like sort of where you started from and how far you've come, kind of thing. So just talk me through like the beginning. Where did it start from?
I would probably say in and around 2011, my sister, she was quite persistent. She always wanted to like do hair, blah blah blah. So she said she wanted to do it with me, and obviously as a guy, it's just like no way, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I was adamant. So she was literally like pestering me for like 2 years, and then I remember I was watching football, and then she broke down the figures, and then she was like,
what figures?
Just like what girls tend to purchase, how much it costs to source, and how much you can sell it for potentially. So typically how it works with like hair extensions, you have like a wig or a leave up, and you need like sets. So it's like 1, 2, 3. So it's like a suit. If you get a suit, you need trousers, sometimes a waistcoat, and like the blazer. So it's quite similar like with hair. So when she put the figures, I was like, okay, cool. So just get one. She was like, no, like 3 or 4. I said, I'd done the maths, and I thought, okay, let me just, let me see how it goes, And then we were selling on Facebook first. This was before a website. Selling on Facebook first, and then we then realised that like people are moving on to Instagram. So around 2013, 14ish, we noticed that people starting to use Instagram more. So we moved from Facebook and we predominantly started using Instagram. And we were following people on Instagram. Back then, once you follow people, they follow you back. Do you remember? So
the genuine ones.
Yeah, the genuine ones. So that's how we built up our following in the first place. We used to follow people. I spent literally like every day we're following people. My routine was work, come home from 7 to 11. I literally did all the inquiries. Because back then, I haven't done corporate for a long time, but back then we didn't have access to our Hotmail. So I couldn't respond to emails. So you can imagine I had to do everything as soon as I got back home. And then we started the website. That became a lot easier. And then just kind of like progress from there, really.
So what made you kind of want to go into the hair industry with your sister?
Do you know what it was? At first I was a bit coy on doing it. I wasn't really like too into doing it because obviously a guy doing it.
And I was going to say like a guy doing it as well, and obviously the perception of what that may look like to the outside world. Like,
do you know what I mean? And like, but I just thought, you know what, who cares? Really, money is money at the end of the day. My mum always used to say, like if a cleaner saves up money and goes and buys an expensive suit, they're not going to not accept the money because he's a cleaner. Money is money.
True.
I think one thing I did notice as well is there weren't that many people doing it at the time. And the people that were doing it is usually American companies which were bigger. So I kind of like, because I came from like a marketing business background, I kind of sat down and said, you know what, like let me see what they're doing good and what they're not doing good. And at the time, like we didn't, as black businesses, like, or within a black hair and beauty world, like the emphasis on like luxury wasn't there at the time. So that's when we started doing, that's when we had the website, we've done the boxes. So we kind of like emulated the like Louis Vuitton type style. So from then on it became easier to kind of like make people purchase what you're selling.
So why did you guys so it sounds like your journey has been quite interesting in the sense that you kind of knew you wanted to be different. Why did you go down the route of providing a luxury sort of service? Like, why was that important to you guys?
Because the thing is, like, you got to remember, no one was doing it at the time. So it was like, if no one was doing it, it makes sense. Like, if you saw the packaging from the companies then, my word, like, it was horrible. It was horrible. And our prices were quite expensive. So to kind of like make customers feel comfortable, cool. I remember my sister bought something from, we actually went to Louis Vuitton to see the packaging.
So you guys were intentional with it then?
Yeah, no, it wasn't done by accident, it was on purpose. So I remember we went back and forth with our suppliers, say, listen, like, we want this kind of packaging. This is the color we want. This is the style. Like, make it like this. And then we also had like a welcome letter inside. Okay. There was like a little like tissue paper where you wrap the hair inside as well.
So it was packaged well then?
Yeah.
Really
the package
well.
was really, really good. And that's what made us like really stand out, because people they weren't used to that. So by them seeing it, it's like, hold on, like it actually makes sense, you know? So imagine you buying something from Net Porter and then it just comes in the mailing bag. You think, hold on, I've just spent money on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that's what made us like kind of like stand out and go for that luxury route as well. Because with luxury, it's kind of like people who have money will do it, and people who want to save, whether it's for their birthday, works for a special occasion, they'll do it as well. So yeah.
Right. So what was that transition like for you? I guess because obviously you were in the corporate world. Yeah. What was that transition like, going from the corporate world to behind the scenes of a hair and beauty brand?
Do you know what the transition was? It was okay in a sense where, because for a couple of years no one knew who it was. Yeah. So like, you got to imagine. Was
that safe for you then, no one knowing who you were?
Do you know what it was? It was having fear at the same time and not being confident in what you're doing. Because you know, sometimes some people's negativity can discourage you. So for me, it was like, you know what, I'd rather just do things in silence. For the first like 2, 3, 4 years, do things in silence, and then when we're ready to like let people know like what time it is, then it's like, okay, cool, boom, this is the face behind the brand. The main reason was to do things in silence. Okay. Focus. Okay.
You didn't want distractions.
No distractions. Cool. You know what? Yeah. You know, if one person says something to you, they can well, sometimes when that seed is planted in your head, bro, sometimes that seed it can take 4 years to grow. 2 years. Yeah, it
can distort your mindset.
It can distort your mindset. Yeah. So for me, it was just like, oh, I'm not focused. And I remember at the time, because I was at Deloitte for about 1.5 years. I remember leaving, and I went on to do wine trading at the time. I had a couple of friends in that industry. I'd done wine trading at the time. And I semi-doing music as well. So I was kind of juggling like so many things at once. And then I remember I went to my friend. He said to me, you can only do one thing. You can't do like so many things at once. I needed that because I thought personally, focus on one thing first, let that grow, and then you can venture onto different things. Does that make sense? Yeah. You know?
So did that help you then?
That made a massive difference because it allowed me to focus and put in all my effort, all my time, all my energy into that. So when I was, when I left Deloitte, went to do wine trading, I'll never forget, like, because naturally I still have to check emails. Yeah. So I'm checking it, and then the guy, his name was Ashley at the time, he was like, "You're always on your phone." At that moment I said, you know what, forget this. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus and I'm just gonna do it for like a couple of months and then see how it goes. So it was August, I think 2013 or 14, I can't remember, when I left. And then I even had to lie to my parents and say they moved from South to Heathrow. Do you know what I mean? At the time, it's just like, nah, you know what? Like, have you left this corporate job to do this and now you're not working? So I thought, you know what? So you imagine from August to January the following year, I said to myself, let me just do it, see how it goes. And at that point, December, when I was close to going back to work, what happened was this rally star called Yandy Smith. Yes. Her manager reached out to us, she wants to work with you. And we were like,
wow. Was that when the penny dropped? Oh my God.
That was when it was just like, okay, cool, we're doing it. Cool, let's do it, and then we'll see how it goes. The expectations was just, okay, cool, it's a big step. No one in the UK has really done that that. Yeah. Went to New York, got a quick loan from my mum, quick $2,000. Gave us $2,000, went to New York. I remember me and my sister stayed in like the Intercontinental, same hotel. Went to go see Yandy, done the shoot. Yeah. And from that moment is when everything kicked off. Yeah. That was the moment. Yeah. Everything kicked off. Website was pop. And then it crashed. And from that moment we got Yandy. And then that was the turning point where it was like I didn't need to go back to work the following month. because it was only a couple of weeks. So when she said that, literally had to go to New York in a week. Everything happened so quickly.
Wow. So what was that Yandy Smith moment like? Did you kind of think to yourself, okay, we're kind of making it now?
Nah, because I still kind of like didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, like, if you're getting, like, let's just say you're getting 5 orders a week.
Yeah.
And then after, like, she promotes once or twice, you're getting, let's just say, 20 orders a week. You're like, oh, hold on, something's happening. And then you realize, okay, cool, so if it works with her, it could work with someone else. And that's what kind of like spearheaded the thing to like getting back to kind of like promote. Yeah.
Okay. So in regards to like, okay, so you've got Yandy now, you've come in, this is 3 years in. Did you kind of face any challenges after the 3 years? Like when you got to the 3 year point, things have started picking up. What would you say actually was your biggest challenge at that time? And how did you guys overcome them?
It was managing expectation.
Of who?
Of the volume of people you're like purchasing.
Yeah.
If I purchase my products and my birthday is in 10 days, I need my products. So if it doesn't come on time, there's going to be issues, there's going to be complaints. So what happened was, because we didn't anticipate the demand, it got to a point where it was just like, hold on. Like we had a lot of complaints within that period. So we kind of literally just had to sit down and like, just have like a strategy, just to be a bit more organized. Just like logistically, just be on point, which allows you to reduce complaints. By doing that, more customers are happy. By more customers being happy, it allows you to get more customers through that recommendation as well. So
like, how was it like for you, obviously as a guy behind the face of Bleu Ribbon Hair? What was that like for you in regards to how people, I guess, perceived you? Obviously, you weren't seen for a long time. Obviously, we'll come onto the journey of where you guys are now with the shop and everything. But what was that like for you as a guy? Did you have to now go and learn what a hair texture's like? Did you have to go, all those things?
Naturally, you just pick it up.
Okay.
You know, different Peruvian and Malaysian, Brazilian, different textures.
Do you know the difference?
Yeah, but don't forget, I was doing the packaging as well at the beginning. Yeah. So naturally, it's like, okay, this is a loose wave, this is a body wave, this is a deep wave. Okay. So it's like working, isn't it? And naturally, you just pick up. Like certain things, you pick up how to use the system, how to do shortcuts to get to that place within the system.
I get you.
So it's like, I just naturally picked it up. And in regards to like a guy doing it, I just got to a point where I just didn't give a shit, to be honest. I'm allowed to swear.
Yeah, go for it.
I didn't give a shit, to be honest. You know, so, bro, when money's coming in, it doesn't really matter. And then people start respecting you more because like, brother, what's he doing? Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's got this. Oh, okay, well, because he does that. Oh, I've read that, you know. And then all of a sudden, a lot more guys start doing it as well. Yeah. So like, even now, like, you can probably name 20 hair companies. I guarantee you, there's guys who have some sort of involvement in it. Guarantee you.
Yeah. Would you say that Bleu Ribbon Hair has impacted your personal life in any way, shape or form?
Personal, do you know what, I think, personally, I used to be like a quite interactive person. I used to love getting to like meeting the new people. But since Bleu Ribbon, I would say like I've been a bit more reserved. Why? Maybe because I'm just trying to focus on the business. It's like a baby, isn't it? I don't want to like make it upset. I just want to make it happy all the time. And sometimes that comes with some sort of sacrifice.
Has it changed you? Either negative or positive?
I would say there's been times when I've been like really nasty.
To who?
Like, just like even like to my parents, just like to like cousins. Because you know what it is, when you have a business, there's certain things that people don't understand. It's like your time is precious, or like don't get angry if I can't speak to you at this time. I've got other things to sort out. So it's just kind of like managing expectations. But yeah, that was like a long time ago. But now, yeah, everything is when you get that balance, everything is all good.
Would you say people have changed? Those that were around you, would you say that they've changed because of who Roland has become or who Roland is now?
When you say change, what do you mean? Like, as in how they are towards me, or?
Yeah. So the ones that were with you, let's say before the business, they were your ride or dies. They were people that were around you, your close friends. And obviously a business has come along now, it's doing relatively well. Would you say there are people that around you have remained true to who they are, to you, or have they changed because your perspective is evolving?
Sometimes people change, if I'm being honest. Sometimes people get jealous, which can, it's people that attitudes change.
How do you deal with that?
Bro, you know what? I just focus, man. Just tend to ignore it. Because if I really do what I want to do, then do you know what I mean? You just can't. So you just have to be controlled. So it's that. Like my mum always used to say, when something happens, the first time it happens, you get annoyed. After the second day, cool. It's like, okay, cool. Third day, after 72 hours, it's like, you know what? Is what it is. It will pass. But I would say, I've definitely encouraged people to do certain things because I'm seen as that quiet boy. Do you know what I mean? So if the quiet boy does something which no one expects, hold on, that means I can probably do this. I can probably do this. So I do have friends who have gone into like music, gone into like other creative fields because they've kind of like been encouraged by like me doing it. Not trying to be like cocky or nothing, but it like. If you've done something, there's a blueprint there. Does that make sense? Like, there's always clues. So, yeah, I definitely feel I've encouraged people. I definitely feel that there's been certain people who, because there's certain achievements I've done, they've been a bit resentful. But I just think that's humans in general, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Whether you're close to them or not. But yeah.
So where is Bleu Ribbon Hair now at the moment in regards to? Obviously, you've achieved a lot backstage. For the first 3 years, it was behind the scenes, sort of online. Where is Bleu Ribbon Hair now at the moment?
So within the last 18 months, we've got a store.
Okay. Where's your store?
Oak Kent Road. Okay. So if you know Oak Kent Road, it's literally just like next to KFC. Yeah. So we've been there for about 2 years, which is good.
So what have been like sort of like your biggest achievements so far since the Bleu Ribbon Hair journey from the beginning? What's been the biggest achievements?
I would probably say we stopped doing it now because my parents have said no. But being able to like enjoy your life, not worry about money, and at the same time, you're helping your parents pay off their mortgage.
Wow.
I'd probably say that. Because we were doing it for like 3 years, and my parents were like, no, like, worry about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say that's probably the main three, I'd say.
What would you say is the next 5 years like for Bleu Ribbon Hair? Or where would you want it to be in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, I would probably say we want to get stores abroad, potentially, certain places, maybe in America, Africa. That's the plan for the next 5 years. And just to keep on growing, as I said, like retention, before like we started recording, I said retention is very important. You can spend £1 million on marketing, but bro, if someone purchase once and they don't come back again, what the hell is the point?
What's the point?
Do you know what I mean? So it happens with cars. Some people stick with one car. Some people stick with one phone, one laptop. One airline even. Some people, when they travel to America, always with Virgin, always with BA. So it's just to be focused and hopefully next 5 years it can make 1 million as well. That's the aim. That's the like big one.
Would you say right now you are content with life?
No, do you know what? I got to a period where I was. I don't know why, but I got to a period where I was content. I needed like that kick up the backside. Do you know what I mean?
And what gave you that kick?
When I realised that you get older, then you start thinking, you need to set up a family. You're gonna get married, you're gonna have kids.
How old are you now?
30.
30,
yeah. So it's like I'm near that stage. Do you know what I mean? So
the expectations of others, would you say?
Yeah, so you're kind of like not doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
You're doing it for like others as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Parents are retiring soon as well. you know what my parents or what my dad is anyway. But yeah, it just gets to that stage where it just becomes, it's not just for you, it's for like others who are around you and who are close to you. And kind of just building a legacy, building a foundation. So if I don't want to be doing it in the next 10, 15, 20 years, do you know what I mean? Like, but hopefully at that time you can get someone else that can take over and run it, so let it run itself. But yeah.
Okay. So in regards to going back to my question is, are you content now? Would you say yes or would you say no?
Content in the sense where I'm happy, but there's still room to like progress. Does that make sense?
Did it ever make you like say want to throw in the towel or just give this up?
I wanted to do it so many times.
Really?
But it's like just before I want to do it, something always happens. So be like, you know what? Nah. But then you realise in life nothing's easy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have to work. You've got to grind.
Yeah.
Like even people, some people may look at footballers. Oh yeah, glamour. They've been doing it since they were like 8 or 9. Do you know what I mean? And now they're like 20, 21, 20. It's been a long time, you know. So you just realise that nothing becomes easy, and you have to go through the bad to get to the good.
I mean, how do you keep going? Because obviously in life, like even for me, for example, like there are things that you kind of want to do in life. People have expectations that you should do this, you should do that, and the motivation to keep going isn't always there. How do you keep going?
I think what keeps me going is seeing people who are in better positions than me. And for me, that gives me encouragement.
That doesn't make you jealous?
Nah, man.
No?
You've got to be encouraged by people's success. If you're jealous, you're never going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I just think the complete opposite. When I see someone who's jealous, how do you do that? Cool. Because that's saying nothing's impossible, like within reason, do you know what I mean? Like nothing is impossible. If you want to do something, you can do it. Especially if you're doing a business, if you're a creative, like anything is possible. So I never get discouraged when I see people doing well. For me, I always use that as a source of encouragement.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Amazing. So what would you say, 2 words for 2020? Stack
and enjoy. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Just stack and enjoy, man.
Yeah.
Because you want to work hard, but you want to enjoy as well. I saw a couple of people going, I was thinking, damn, I know, right? I should have been there. Do you know what I mean?
I was just looking at the snaps thinking, my gosh, I should actually be here right now.
Bro, it got to the point where I said, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I'm not looking at your snaps, I know what you're going to post. But yeah, just stack and enjoy, man. Just stack and enjoy. Enjoy life as much as possible. Because I think we get to points where we keep on realizing how short life is. Like Kobe Bryant, do you know what I mean? Like that was just a regular helicopter trip, and then he's gone. Losing his daughter as well. So his wife has lost 2 members of the family. So yeah, just stack and enjoy. You just never know when it can come to an end.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Roland. It's been a pleasure having you.
That's all right, my bro.
Thank you very much. Today's been an amazing episode of The Fashion Therapist. Join us next time where we have more interesting guests to talk about their journey. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Thank you. I love it. Thanks.